Hi guys, welcome back to a new video on the channel. Back again with some new custom tactics in a different formation. It's one of the most common formations in football, or maybe used to be, because it contains number 10 and they're kind of lacking right now, but it's a 4-3-3-4, one obviously with two center mids and a cam. It's very similar to the 4-2-3-1 and 4-4-1-1, but now you have real wingers. So what mostly happens is that you play with wingers like Salah or Vini or Dembele, whatever price that you're looking at the wing, and when you put them at right mid, they obviously don't have the perfect roles for that, and at the wing they do have. So now let's just get straight into the tactics. We've got a build-up style on short passing. This because then the players will make themselves available a bit more around the box and close to each other, and you don't have to play with long balls or whatever. They'll just be close to each other and you can combine quickly. The defensive approach we've put on high with a depth of 70. It's either that or balanced, but I think for weekend league or stuff like that, I think high is better. So I put it on high. Then a goalkeeper I've put on sweeper keeper. That's just because he has a plus in that. If you have a player with another plus or plus, then you can put it on something else. But Courtois is plus on sweeper keeper, so I decided to make use of that. The center back's almost always on defender and defend, just because I think that's the most basic one and the one you take the less risk with, basically. The fullbacks will be on fullback, so they won't be involved in attack that much, but we still put them on balance, because if we put them on defend, they'll just be on the same line as the center backs, and we don't want that. They can push up a bit, but just not too far. Then I've put one center mid on holding and defend. In this case, our most defensive one is Patrick Gujaro. She can stay back. If there's a counter attack, she will be there and she won't be pushed up too high. And then the other center mid, the better one attacking wise, Valverde, he's on box to box and balanced. He'll try to help out in the offense a bit more. Get into those combinations that I talked about the short passing, and try to obviously make use of the power shot, because it would be stupid not to use that playstyle plus. Then I've gone for a very attacking number 10 is Ginola. I put playmaker plus on Ginola. I think that's the best one, especially in this formation where the wingers are pushed up a bit more. You could also choose for shadow striker, but I think that may be more effective when you got left mid and right mid, but in this case we got inside forwards on the right and on the left, so let's put him on playmaker. Because then he will stay back a bit more. Then on the right and on the left, we got inside forward and balanced. This way it will give you the most support in defense too, because balance is the best one we can do for defense. Obviously you can put it on attack, but then it'll just stay forward. And the inside forward, obviously, because it's kind of like a 4-3-1 of last year. You just want them close to the goal, where the goals are getting scored. And on the wing, especially playing with one striker, and that striker not being close or whatever with aerial plus, you want them to be close for the combinations, for the short passing, and that makes it easier for you to attack. And the strike will be on advance forward and attack. He can obviously stay forward. In this case, Mbappe also has the plus, so we make use of that. I don't think it really matters what you put on Mbappe, but try to look at what your striker has for plus or plus, and maybe make use of that too. So these are the tactics. Let's get into the gameplay examples. So as you can see, we're building up from the back. Vini is coming a bit to the inside. Theo is making an overlapping run because we set him on the run. And now Vini is in a perfect place for that through ball between the lines, between the center back and the right back. And then obviously we're waiting for Dembele to make that run as an inside forward. If he wouldn't be on the inside forward, he'd probably be too wide out to give that cross. Now he's in a perfect place to give that cross, and we finish it very, very easily. Here we are again with Dembele on the right. You see that playmaker of Ginola putting him to the wing because that's where the space is. Then the left back's out of position. This is a 1v1 in the middle, or 2v2, whatever you want to call it. And we make use of that because he's doubting if we pass or not. We decide to do reverse elastico and then shoot ourselves. What's important here is that we are basically putting out the left back. Then Ginola is getting into that space. He's our number 10, he's our playmaker. And then we get into dangerous positions because he has to pull out his center back. Okay, so next up, again, the ball on the right. Valverde is there, don't ask me how, but it's basically the same goal. We kind of get an overload on the wing, force him to pull out his center back. Then we make use of that 2v2, 3v3, 1v1 situation in the middle. Then it's about making the good choice, doing something that's surprising for your opponent, and obviously time it green, finish it. Again, we're starting on the wing with Vini, pass to Mbappe and send players on a run. Then we force the centre back out, which gives us more space for the inside forward Vini. Ginola is already there as well. And it's a goal again, pulling out players because we have 4 attackers. A number 10 who makes it difficult because if that number 10 is past his midfield, he needs to choose with his center backs. And then all you have to do is turn to the right side and then the attackers will be free. Talking about dribbling and turning to the right side, we posted a dribbling guide, so make sure to check that one out as well. Now we got Dembele on the wing, passing it inside again, pulling out a defender, same as always. Ginola is already there, waiting for the pass, and it's a goal. So important that when there's space in the wing, you make use of that because you've got to pull out a defender and create more space in the middle eventually. Enough attacking clips, let's get into the defensive side of things. So he has the ball with Gujaro, pass it with strikers, and then there's danger because he's got 2 strikers. We force him back and force him to the wing, and that's where we want to be aggressive on the wing, win the ball back. Because in the middle, we're kind of vulnerable, so don't make the decision for him, force him on the wing, and there you can be more aggressive. Here again, we lose the ball, Theo is also gone. Then with Van Dijk, we're being kind of too aggressive, he catches us in behind, we are a bit paid to win, so we catch him, but then don't make the decision for him, wait for a heavy touch. In this case, we had to be aggressive in the middle, even though I just said force him outside, but that wasn't the case anymore because Theo was gone. So just what you have to do is stay calm, don't make the decision for him. So stay there with Saliba, hold your ground, wait for him to have a bad touch or heavy touch or whatever, and then be aggressive. And now he's on the left, we're being aggressive with Llorente, which didn't pay off this time, but still we're closing the middle, closing all the passing lanes. And then again, you may need to find the pass inside, but it's all about closing the passing lanes. As we do here with Llorente on the wing, running back Dembele. Just, it looks like he's playing really well, but at the same time he doesn't have anywhere to go. He passes it back, gets a bit desperate. We win the header at the back post. And then it's all about clearing it. So what happened here is that obviously we didn't take the ball off him directly, but we forced him into making a mistake on the wing because he just got desperate and crossed. Just by closing all the passing lanes and not being too aggressive in the middle. So guys, this was the 4-3-3-4 video. If you want to copy these tactics, the code will pop up now. And other than that, make sure to subscribe on the channel, like this video, and I'll see you for the next time. Bye.